All right, just view this like we're plunging the toilet to start the day. We're gonna get everything flowing again in a positive direction for 3 o'clock. Let's get the other bad story out of the way. So David wanted to present this. I mean, I saw it, and for me, I roll my eyes at everything the franchise does. But when you connect a certain dot, it is the aha moment. Mm-hmm. Did you see the report? The latest name being bantied for the president of basketball operations of your Detroit Pistons.
Yep. They say
Mr. JJ Redick. Now, on surface, you go, well, he's very Louis Riddick. He's up on your TV, looks the part, sounds the part, engaging, knowledgeable. Okay, sure. One problem. Do you know who JJ's former agent is? Who could that be?
I'm going to go with
Would it
Tellem for 500, please.
No way. This is the same franchise now that's brought in 10 or 11 former Tellem clients. And now again, could this be nothing more than cheap PR? I still believe they will hire the Bucks' soon-to-be fired general manager, and that'll be the guy running the franchise. Could this be a solid buy a former agent? Could you leak something out there to get your former client? And I would assume someone you like, a little bit of pub, an interview, get into the circuit, right? Maybe. But the very thought that the Pistons would do this again with this Arn Tellem thing, or having another cook in the kitchen. Look, JJ Redick might be a brilliant basketball mind. I have no idea. All right, for me, he's a TV host, a podcast host, and the guy that Mo Ager destroyed on national TV while wearing a Carhartt t-shirt. That's really all I have for you. I have no idea if he's capable of running a franchise. He's a podcaster. Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, I may as well put my name in the hat at this point.
But he looks the part.
I know Arn Tellem isn't my agent, but if I can get an interview, could I do worse than Troy? No. Kenny couldn't do worse than Troy. He doesn't even watch basketball. But my point is, if they bring in another Tellem family hire, what is even the point of paying attention to this franchise if that goes down? If.
There isn't, except for you're hoping that maybe a fresh pair of eyes, new blood. But
why does it have to be Arn?
Because he runs this team. And then once you realize that if you're not connected to him, you're not going to be.
David's looking at you.
You're not going to get a Pistons paycheck, David.
Hatred.
Because I hear you. New blood, because that person's new, but it will be coming from the same individual. Mm-hmm. I can't keep doing this over and over again with the Pistons. I would be done. And I'm still trying here as a Pistons fan.
Why?
Because I love basketball and I love what the Pistons were. Their franchise was great. And I want them to be great again, so I'm still trying. But David, if they keep doing this, I'm done.
But they're not even trying to get back on the road to mediocrity. This simply says, we're just going to give you some smoke and mirrors and hope that, hey, you see him on TV all the time, and he sounds smart. So, we're going to bring in some more smart people. Just like David, I fell for the okie doke. Wait, Monty Williams is coming here? What? Monty Williams. Okay, you know what? You're paying him top. Monty's going to come straighten this thing out until he didn't.
Yeah, but the messaging was they want to get one voice. Well, if they're telling me what the one voice clearly is would be Arn Tellem, then it hasn't worked.
Here's the other thing. Are you really ready to hand a guy who's never had a job in basketball other than as a player, unless I'm mistaken, you want to hand him complete command of your organization? You think JJ is going to walk in, blow out the entire scouting staff, blow out Troy Weaver, and run an offseason with $65 million in cap space? Now, if you told me he was coming in as the assistant GM to learn, that's a different thing. And I actually wouldn't mind that. He does seem sharp. He is younger. It is a different set of ideas. But my goodness, president of basketball operations.
But you also got to ask yourself, Mike, is this a job that anybody would want?
Yeah, unemployed people. That's why I think you'll hire the Bucks duo. They're both getting fired. Dame and Giannis don't like each other. Dame wants out. He never wanted to be there. They allowed the Adrian Griffin disgrace to take place to bring in that con artist Doc Rivers. They're both dead. They're fired. They're out.
Because this just kind of seems like that failed restaurant that keeps trying to be different things, and it just keeps failing because the location is bad.
Soul food place, burger joint.
Right, it's a pizza joint. Now it's Chinese food. Now it's Mexican food. It's right. I mean, it's a hot dog stand, and it just keeps failing and failing. So you can bring him in. I think he will. And like I said, I fell for the Monty Williams hype. I thought that Monty was smart enough that he could fix this, and he was smart enough to make about $1 million per victory last year.
Yeah, and a real president of basketball ops would blow his ass out of here, period. He doesn't want to be here. And if he does, he's got a weird way of showing it. David, give me the ticket text, and then I promise we're moving on to happier things. I had to bring that up early.
I'm already done with the Pistons. They need to prove themselves before I invest any more attention.
Prove themselves with what, though? I mean, think about this. When you look at the teams that were rebuilding at the start when you did, I mean, Orlando was. Look at them now. And by the way, it sounds like Paul George is going to be in Orlando Magic this summer. So they'll just be adding to that mix. You know, the Indiana Pacers, okay, look at where they are. The Houston Rockets, look at where they are. Like, what exactly gets you back on board? Is it 25 wins? Is it 30? At what point, like, do you know when I'll be interested again? Win north of 40. I mean, that like, what are we even talking about?
Hit the point, Mike, where I think I think I speak for everybody on the show. They're so bad that if they're simply the phrase in the graphic, come the end of the season, that's a win.
You're on your own.
If they're no,
not for me.
This team was about to set a record. I mean, they set a franchise record for just being horrible. So yes, if somehow in the final, it's almost like if they did next year what the Wings did, they went to the final game and just missed out on the play-in, at least you could say there was progress. Because this is just bad basketball.
JJ Redick running your franchise this offseason.
Now think about it. You don't even go down to watch the Pistons because of the opposing team, because the opposing team doesn't respect you enough to even suit up and play.
That's probably a bell for you. Good job. David, go ahead.
The Redick hire would be great. Sign Matt Millen.
Okay. Let's not disrespect him that way.
Someone else says, I'm done with the Detroit Pistons franchise. The entire franchise is circa Expos Marlins. When they are relocated to Florida, I'm done. Kevin and Mac.
When Jeffrey Loria sold the computers, he didn't even bring them down to Florida. Please. You got to get this owner out of here, man. It's just not going to happen. I wish Adam Silver would step in. I'm telling you, it goes back. The fish rots from the head.
Well,
how does Tom Gores allow us to run this way? Oh, wait, I know. Does he even know today's Thursday? Is he awake? Does he know the season started? Who won the match last night? I can't keep doing it. Now Arn Tellem may get a former client in here as the team president. That's what we're doing? Come on, man. Now, I'll just hope it's a courtesy interview and we'll move on. But I had to bring that up for once.
That is my hope as well, because to be fair, he has interviewed for the Charlotte head coaching job.
Oh,
so
perfect.
Maybe it's pushing that.
Basically, JJ's on the any job in basketball plan.
Yeah. It may be easier to get the Pistons job.
The difference between being a head coach and a president of basketball ops, it is opposite ends of the spectrum.
Well, just so you know, basketball people are just not smart. It's not just here, Detroit thing. I wanted to get a quote in the system, David, but I see an opportunity to Mike, let's just play a little who said it.
Okay, what do you want?
Asked the other 29 GMs. 26 of them will trade their entire whole team for our whole team, our draft picks, and everything as is. The house is not on fire. We're in great position. It's not hard to fix.
Okay, I don't know who said this, but I can tell you I hate them.
I think I do.
And if you tell me this is Troy Weaver or something, I'll just leave.
It is not Troy Weaver.
Is it James Jones?
It is not James Jones.
Oh, I thought it was him for the Suns. Okay.
No, Ishbia body bagged him the day he walked in the door.
But
he didn't even involve James Jones in getting trading for KD from what the report said.
David, you weren't thinking high enough. That's actually a quote from Matt Ishbia.
Oh, Jesus.
You must be kidding me.
No.
Okay.
I was that.
You can frame up that picture and put it right next to delusion.
That was him. Oh, no, it was more to it, but that was just the meat of it was saying, what are you talking about? 26 other teams would love to be in our situation.
No, we wouldn't want to be in the tax violator's second apron. We wouldn't want Bradley Beal with a full no trade.
Oh, no, he came back and said, our entire starting five is all going to be back. We don't have to worry about free agents. We don't have to worry about all of this stuff.
And Anthony Edwards just, you know what? Don't say what was going to come out of my mouth next.
Hey, we're flushing everything out.
You know what? So did Edwards. 248-539-9797. We will move along. That's an incredible comment.